we've designed this session to be very interactive. So that's why I believe most, if not all of you, have got an iPad when getting into the room. So you will have the opportunity. We've designed it to be an opportunity for you to really walk the talk, right, and play with our technology. So I expect that's what you're expecting when getting into this room and when you sign in, because you're going to be doing most of this activity in this session. So the learner today is obviously very different from the one from '99. No question about that. I just picked up 5 attributes which I think really represent the modern learner of today. First of all, the modern learner is impatient. I'm sure you've read all these articles around our attention span not being any minutes anymore, but shrinking from minutes to seconds. There's some articles also saying that the suggestion that our attention span is not more than one of the goldfish, which I'm sure you might have heard about that. It's 8 or 9 seconds. They might not be too far from truth, but another attribute as well is that we get distracted. All of you, I'm sure, like myself, are bombarded, right, by emails, text, what else? WhatsApp messages, instant messaging, phone calls, and the likes, right? So it's very difficult to keep the focus when somebody is doing something. At some stage in the day, they feel that there's too much information available, that they need some guidance and they need some structure around the way they learn, the way they access information. The good thing, though, is that everyone is empowered. More than ever, we have access to self-service tools, source of information that we never had an ease of use and ease of access in the past. The good news is that we can provide information when people need it, and they can consume at their own pace and in their own environment. The fifth one is that the digitalization of the environment, the digitalization of the organization, make it very collaborative now by nature. So with all these facts, we see organization really being now at the stage of refreshing and rebooting the learning strategy and philosophy. So we believe that for you as L&D practitioner, we believe that's what we should care about today. This is what we believe you should be thinking in terms of designing and building learning experiences for your employees and beyond. We believe that the experience should be social, should be on demand, and should be mobile. Social means that really we've been able to break the silos within organizations. It's an environment where people collaborate with their peers, with SMEs, with alumni, and you can think beyond the enterprise. You can think about engaging with your distributors, your partners, your dealers, if you have an extended network of dealers or distributors like this, and not just pushing content from the academy. On demand, self-directed learning, making sure that the information is provided when people need it, at the point of need, that they can access this information from anytime, anywhere. And that's my third point, is obviously mobile. And where else in the world, apart from India, you guys have an adoption of mobile, especially in a corporate environment where mobile is becoming the first channel of consumption of information and interactions. So really making sure that as you go through building and refreshing and rebooting or revamping your learning strategy and experience, and that's what we want you to experience in a few minutes, having these 3 themes in mind. What I want to do next is really to give you a perspective of what we've prepared for you and really what you're going to be experiencing from the iPad. The first scenario is really to give you a sense of what collaborative learning can look like. So what you're going to be doing is playing the role of one of your employee or one of your extended employee. It could be an alumni, it could be a partner, it could be someone outside of, not necessarily on your payroll, it could be someone that you are interacting with, and give them access to communities of learning. So we will want you to access, and that's one of the tile and button you're going to see on your welcome page, access of a community of learning where we're bringing together ad hoc resources. It could be any sorts of materials you will find in this community, including from learning objects. So we want you to go through the different topics that are there. We encourage you to provide comments, to likes. The second scenario will be around predictive analytics. I'm sure you've seen, big data has been a buzzword for many, many years. Today, we are in a capacity to provide you insights in a way that are embedded into what you do. So really take actions from what big data and machine learning can tell you. So what you're going to do is you're going to have access to what we call a number of dashboards. These dashboards are looking at the high volume of data. And at Cornerstone, we've amassed and we've captured millions of records from our customers across 15 years. And with that, we have a group of people, of data scientists. And what they do is to try to identify the correlations and the patterns between the data, leveraging our mobile app. And really what we want you to do here is 3 things. Act as a consumer. You will be given access to a series of learning objects of different forms, videos, e-learning content, and we want you to consume these videos. The second one is to observe. You will have access to what we call observation checklist, which allows you, manager, supervisor, to, on the field, observe the behaviors of your employees and be able to capture this behavior on the spot. And the third one, we want you to contribute. We want you to generate content. We want you to either take a video of yourself, a selfie, a video of the group, and turn that into a learning activity or learning objects. So really giving into the hands of everyone will have, can become a contributor to your learning activities by transforming an activity or presentation, a role model into a learning activity. So that's what we would like you to do.